Namaskar, viewers. Warm welcome to Author's Corner Show. So, today our guest is young and versatile Mr. Daksh Singhvi from Surat. He is 18 years old and he loved non-fiction and particularly good at articles. Hi, Daksh. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Great.
So, we want to know about you, your passion, your hobby. Please.
Since childhood, I've been a creative sort of a child. I was not particularly good at studies, but I liked drawing and sketching. I was also good at writing stories at that time. So, in as I grew and my writing improved, I remember like in ninth or tenth standard, I used to score very well in article writing. And that used to get me by in English language because otherwise my English was
Okay.
literature and grammar was just not to the point.
Uh,
But then I figured that my article writing was very good,
Okay.
and my teachers appreciated me for that.
Okay.
And in the 11th standard, when the lockdown was announced, I was not very interested in online studies, so
Okay.
I started to read. I started to read books, and I used to switch off those online classes sometimes and spend my time reading books.
Okay.
Then I thought that then I realized that a book is really a very powerful thing with which you can express something to the world. It's something you can pour your ideas on.
Mhm.
So I started writing in I think 2021 March or April. I started to write at that time,
Okay. Okay.
and the book uh, presently it's about negative emotions, right? But when I was beginning to write, I dabbled into many topics. Like I dabbled into uh, some other topics like joy. I dabbled into topics like finance or whatever. I was not clear at what I had to write. I was not clear about that. But then gradually I um researched on the internet, and I figured that one topic particularly that relates with all of us, and on that topic there are not many books written, and that topic was negative emotions. So
Mhm.
I think that negative emotions is something that we have a huge misconception about. We don't uh, understand why they are in us. Like, the way we are designed, our biology, it's if something is there, it holds some significance. There's nothing useless. We
Mhm.
don't have 10 arms, we have two, and they coordinate and work for the good. So anything that we have has got some significance. And these emotions like anger, sadness, jealousy, they all that we have. I thought and then I was thinking that if we have these emotions, even if we feel that, I don't want to get sad, why do I feel envy? Why do I get bored? I wish my mind lacked these emotions. I wish I never had those emotions. We tend to think like that. But if something is there and nature has given us something, it's a gift. And I think that I began thinking that okay, if we have anger, it has got to get some use. We can put it to good use. And so I researched, and then I this
So,
uh,
slowly we will come to your books and the topics related to your books. So, viewers, just now what Daksh shared his experience now during this COVID time now. Technology have advantages and disadvantages. Both the things we have seen during this COVID time. So it's up to us how we will use the technology. See, during this lockdown now, uh, people like young generation like Daksh uses and take advantage from the technology from internet and enhance their skills. Okay. So now the second question for you, Daksh, this literatures, books, how these things enhance the skill of today's generation, today's youth. What's your experience?
so I think that are all born with a mind which is, it has something, it has a biology, but intrinsically we are taught, like, from childhood. Let's see, from childhood, okay, our parents teach us these are good manners. We learn to walk, and we learn something, and that is physical training. But I think that the mental training is equivalently important.
Hmm. Right.
Just, if you have just the body, it's just a laborer. A laborer has a body, and an animal has a body. So what distinguishes us is the mind. And I think that the training of the mind is very important. So yeah.
So I
And
think that our soul, our mind needs some kind of food, some kind of energy, and
yeah.
we can say the literature, the books. We can say uh, for our body, na, we said that don't use junk food. है ना? We the doctors and other people say go with healthy food. And in our Vedic Sahitya, we say we go for sattvic food. Like for our soul, for our mind also, na, we go for some sattvic reading, some positive reading, some good books and good literature, right?
Yes.
So, viewers, Daksh written a very good book, Mental Enigma, and particular this book is essentially a dialogue between the two characters. And
Yes.
about the book, Daksh will explain uh, his journey throughout the journey of this written a good book. So share your experience, Daksh.
Okay. So firstly, I think that books, non-fiction particularly, they are just the core purpose of non-fiction is to give you perspective. Just that. Like, if this is this book,
Hmm.
okay, what this book does is this. Like I say, this is marker. Now, if you don't want to use, if you don't know how to use this marker, this is just a piece of plastic.
Hmm.
So what this book gives you is a perspective. Like, you have anger, you have jealousy and envy, all of these feelings, all of these emotions, you have them already. But what I think that this book would do is give you a perspective about how to use them. Yes. So, and your question was about some. Can you repeat your question again, please, sir?
Yeah. What my question is, the when you started this book, I want some experience about this journey when you started and you have completed. Uh,
Hmm.
some thinking process, and
Yes.
once you're going to editing your book now, some changes in your mind, in your process when you think, when you started your book and when you come to at the editing stage now, some changes in your mind also, no? You grew up
Yes.
when you complete your book. So I want to know about those kind of experience
Yes.
from your side.
So it was in back in 2021,
Mm.
about a year ago. So I was there was just online classes going on, and it was extremely monotonous, and I was very bored. Again, I took science, but I was not interested in it. So it was like, understood that I if it's okay to do something else. Like I was taking studies for JEE, and I was very clear that I don't want to give JEE. So I started to do something else. I started to see YouTube videos. And then I was a reader. I used to read nonfiction. So I wanted to do something interesting. So this idea one day crossed my mind, like, you know, let's write a book. Just so I started in 2021 in the month of April, I think. About, yeah, that
Right.
was time.
Mm.
In 2021, in the month of April, I started to write. I wrote about spirituality. I wrote about, a lot of topics, some brief articles. But my topics changed. First, I was writing about spirituality. Then I thought, there are books about them, and there are great books about spirituality out there on the internet. So I thought that why not write about something that is not written already. So I came to emotions.
Okay.
There was like um, 10 to 12 emotions. Okay, but then I thought that, let me be more specific. So I came to negative emotions.
Mhm.
So then I just, fixed the topic that this is going to be the theme of my book, negative emotions.
Mhm.
And then I researched on the internet. I saw some YouTube videos. Um, and I also researched on Google about how science relates to this concept.
Right.
This at the end of each chapter, I have provided a scientific evidence. Like, if I've made a statement, anger is desire, whatever. So it's not just I'm not making things up. It's there. It's scientifically proven. Okay, so there are scientific studies to back it up. So my journey has been throughout the journey. I thought that okay, if I'm saying something, I want to say it with conviction, and I want to say it with something in a way that the reader can take something and apply in real life. So I put stories in it. Then I thought that if we exemplify, it's going to be a lot more easy for the reader to relate to real life. So I put stories in it. There's theory and there's science. That how if I'm making a statement, science confirms it.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
very good. So it's a good experience for you also, and I think viewers also get some kind of positive vibes from these methods. So viewers, during this video, you already came to know how to purchase this book from Amazon and Flipkart. But again, as I said earlier, that in the comment section of this video, in YouTube, you will find the links from where you can buy this amazing book for yourself and for your relatives, uh, for you like to change your mind and your soul. So it's a very good option for gift purpose to change uh, others' life and come with some positive vibes. So again, best wishes to Daksh as
Thank you.
he started his journey as an author from this book, and I hope you come out with such kind of very good books, and we will take such kind of interview in future also. Thank you once again to join in Authors Corner Show. Have a great day.
Thank you.